This is one of my favorite parts of the fair, and it's showing us right now that it's never going away. So grateful. I could come just for this and feel fulfilled. It's all, I mean, every single vehicle, every little person, every bale of hay, every single thing is just beautiful. Let's go in and I'll show you the big tent. We should just look at everything. Look at the posters. Aren't they beautiful? See these posters? They're not even archivally saved, you know. They're just. It'd be great if someone came and took real care of them because they're so precious. Every single one of these posters. Look at that. It's hard to see everything. Every time I would come when Whittaker and Felix were small, we're here for hours noticing everything. Let's try to see. These are all really tiny scale. It's really hard. And there's so much. Saltwater taffy, Lone Star Shootout. Look at the bumblebee ride. It's not very fancy, but it's a cute idea. Some of these are more amateur than others, but I love them all together. Huh. Oh my gosh. See, these are all made out of paper. Just looking at these roller coasters reminds me of when my mother's stories in Santa Cruz in California, and she used to go on that giant dipper that they had when she was a little girl, and it was still running when we were little children, and it was all made of wood. So when you went on it, it was like clank, 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 all the whole way, and then it would go clank, 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 like just simple gears, you know, and then all of a sudden go clank, 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 and it was just, you felt like pieces of wood were falling off as you're going by. The wood was, you know, the paint was peeling and it was getting so old. I think it's been refurbished. And in fact, they may have been not an accident with people, but I think that there was something that got their attention to work on it some more. But I'll never forget the boardwalk because it was all wood, no varnish or anything. Just wood and sand. And there's nothing like little bare feet padding along these boards that are above the sand, above the sea, so that when the tide is high, it goes underneath the boardwalk. And you can watch the fish and the starfish and little, what are they? The little, all different kinds of sea creatures coming in and going out, you know, even any kind of shellfish. And it was so great. And it was always gray and cold. The only thing bare would be our feet. Everything else would be covered up. and a lot of fog. It was foggy there on the water. But it was great fun. It was great. Oh. It must be so hard to keep these up. Look at the beautiful Airstream trailer and the big trucks. And look at, there's a little picnic scene back there. See how the truck has an awning, a green awning that comes out from it? And the circus people sit under there to eat their lunch and dinner. And the elephant's just right there. And they probably have to fit inside that truck. Oh my goodness. This is a beautiful one. Some of these are really exotic. Look at this guy on a tall mono. Is it called a mono wheel? A bicycle. Oh my goodness! It looks like they're making things on those tables. Look at this one. Yeah, it's showing the kitchens under the tents. Oh my goodness, isn't that amazing? And all the crates, maybe it was something like, you know, boiled clams or oysters. Oh. And here they are peeling the potatoes. See all the potato peels? They used wood shavings to show. And the bags of potatoes, and they'd put them in big buckets of water, getting them ready for frying. These are great. Look at that big tent coming out of that circus truck. See those men hauling everything out? Oh gosh. They're probably people that were unemployed and just would follow the circus and get whatever jobs they could. Look at the elephants coming out of the wagon. Oh, and the people in the trucks with their cowboy hats, and they're all just watching. I feel bad for elephants always, but they seem happy to be coming out, at least. They are really big. You see he's over 2,000 pounds, 20 feet, 20 hands high, 19.2 hands high. I love these picnic tables. Oh. Oh. Oh, it's just so, see the shape of that truck? See the shape and the shape? And here too? Look at how lacy this one is, with the little tiny, I think those are little tiny chains that those little swings come off of, because only a chain would hang that straight, you know. Look at how tiny this is. You can hardly see it. Oh my goodness.
This is three-quarter inch to 1 inch foot.
Scale.
The scale, yeah.
3/4 to 1 inch.
Yeah.
And what else can you tell us about this? What is your part in it? Do you just come to volunteer, or do you actually make things?
The Wild West stuff is mine.
Oh, the
Buffalo Bill.
all the Buffalo Bill stuff.
Yeah.
What was the story on that? How did those people? How did that form?
He was connected with the military. Salisbury was a big promoter. They did dime magazines back in the thing there. So he was doing all the military stuff there. So.
And then when they did performances, what were they doing? What were the Rough Riders doing? Jumping on and off of horses?
They all had a special
skill
on there. They had Arab ones and just kind of exotic thing back in the late 1800s to 1910 or so there. So a lot of people have never seen this kind of military stuff.
Yeah,
So.
it reminds me of my great uncle Jack Morton. Once they developed barbed wire, he saw that the rodeo, the cattle drives would soon be ended because they wouldn't be able to take cattle all across the nations, to the yards, the cattle yards, and he thought that it would be the end of the cowboy. So he turned the cowboy life into a sport that could be keeping it going, the trades of a cowboy. Like fancy lasso work and all the different things that they would do. And in fact, you've had exhibitions here. They've had exhibitions here.
Yeah.
And he started these chuck wagon races up in Calgary Stampede.
Yeah, I've been up there.
Yeah, did you go to the Calgary Stampede?
Yeah.
Yes, well that was started by my great uncle.
Okay.
And they had flapjacks on every corner of the main street, and they still do, I think, where they'd give people free flapjacks. They would make, it was just like a circusy promotional idea, And he started it with the chuck wagon races, and they were run by wild horses at first, all teamed up, and it was very dangerous for the outriders and for the the wagon, for the horses themselves. Eventually, when I was a little girl, they switched to race horses and trained horses. And the way that the race went is he made a huge arena, and I think they had to go around 8 times, as I recall. I could be wrong, but the first one to actually make pancakes.
Part of the competition. Racing,
yes, was setting up camp because they were the chuck wagons,
the
food, and they had to get it into position thing and actually make food, and that would be the winner of the whole thing. But it kind of reminded me when I saw the Rough Riders. I thought it was probably around the same time where people, the military, also showing off their natural skills. And then this is the cowboys showing off their skills. And it's a kind of circusy attitude because, it's a show and it's got theater. And
because Miller Brothers and Pawnee Bill, they used to have their ranches out in Oklahoma. So they used to have open up weekends, like started out the
stockyards and the stampede.
Well, it'd be like start up the rodeo, and then they decide to go on the road like Buffalo Bill did. So.
That's great. Well, do you ever make any of these things, or do you mostly preserve them, or just do you pack them up, or do we leave it just like this?
Oh, we take this whole room down.
You're kidding. You have to take everything out of here?
Yeah, we've been doing it over 20 years now.
Oh my gosh.
We keep on changing up exhibits.
Oh, I worry about the posters.
Oh yeah, we take them down, pack them up. He puts them in
archival paper, or
it's in a
like a box?
blueprint cabinets.
Oh, I had no idea. I thought it was every time I come here, it's all set up. So I just thought they closed the doors.
We have a display over at the Ward O'Hara Museum.
Where's that?
Over in Owasco.
Owasco?
Just south of Auburn. There's a flyer outside the door.
And is it different than this, or is it some of this that goes there?
Some of the stuff that's on display here.
In the winter, or?
It's open year round. The museum is free. It's all agriculture, but we're in one of the rooms.
Oh, that's wonderful. So there's a flyer outside for that.
Yeah, just outside the door.
Oh gosh, that's amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, that was fun. Wow.